Harry Osmond. And like you, I'm gonna have a baby.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
準高級機種ノータッチになった新型の伊関早苗。ノータッチということは？
はいはいはい。ノータッチということは交番の凹凸に応じて車輪が油圧で自動的に上下するということです。だから運転中はノータッチ。
ノータッチで楽々。これ純子の実感。
So, if you're not at work today or you're working from home, you may be wondering, what day is it? Todd has the answer for us.
It's Monday. Not bad.
Well, all right.
I never heard of.
Try to get to Paul in just a little bit, and we'll be right back after this.
Oh. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God. What is that? Ay, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. 3, 2, 1. Don't touch your face. Oh my God. 3, 2.
From over 4 billion people in the world, you are searching for the one with just the right mind, eyes, nose, lips, and body. One that won't say
No.
to a date. It's easy to get mixed up. Call Matchmaker International. We'll put together a
Yes.
for you.
In Savannah, call 352-0022. That's 352-0022.
The first of what the makers of Star Wars hope will be thousands of queues started forming at 7 a.m. outside London's Dominion Cinema. Brought out by a publicity campaign of unprecedented proportions, the audience knew what they were after.
Well, we wanted to get in and see it on the only unreserved show, and it's booked through on the bookable shows right until March. and we couldn't afford to wait that long. And the prestige of being able to say you've seen Star Wars is something akin to royalty, really.
The film, which has already outstripped the legendary Jaws as a money spinner in America, tells an outer space war story with strange monsters, robots and special effects, all made in British studios.
Everything was fantastic. Whoever wrote it had a fantastic imagination.
I think it was good.
Just good?
No, fantastic. It was exciting, but I didn't like the bit when the man chopped off the person's arm.
Why not?
Because there was blood.
Oh, but don't we like blood?
No.
Easy pickings. Easy pickings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy pickings. Easy pickings.
All kinds of diseases.
So what if we brought the exercises right into your home for you?
That's why we launched Christian Fitness, and it airs right here on, and we give you a scripture for each program.
Lori and I host the show.
It's not that kind of show.
I know, I just always wanted to say that.
There's no counting.
Yeah. And start taking care of the temple of the Holy Spirit today.
Drop and give me 20.
We try to make it fun for you.
You just couldn't resist that, could you?
Alice will return 2 weeks from tonight at this time on most of these stations.
You've never seen anything like this before. Because this is no movie. It's live. A 20-minute sword and sorcery spectacular that puts you within inches of all of this. The Adventures of Conan, the highest-rated tour attraction ever, based on 1983 tour visitor survey. Only at Universal Studios Tour.
So drop and give me 20.
This is it, this is it. This is life, the one you get. So go and have a ball. This is it, this is it. Straight ahead and rest assured, you can't be sure at all. So while you're here, enjoy the view. Keep on doing what you do. Hold on tight, we'll muddle through one day at a time. One day at a time. So up on your feet, up on your feet. Somewhere there's music playing. Don't you worry none. Just take it like it comes. One day at a time. 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 One day at a time.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Franklin. To quote the legendary tap dancer Honey Coles, the soft shoe, shim sham, shuffle off to Buffalo. And I started teaching tap at 12. I find it incredibly boring and repetitive. And now I have the chance to teach you. See, I really hate you. At least I hope so. But nobody cares. I want you to get frustrated. You will get frustrated. You can even learn the dances on carpet. Have fun. I don't want you to bend your knees. And 1, 2, 3. Keep your knees straight. Hit it directly under you. That's a shuffle. Shuffle. Slaps. Slap. 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 Good. You did it. Terrific. We've just concluded the chair section.
Crossroads of the continent, they had found love. But now their lives were about to take a different turn, a turn toward terror. Mystique Books, a series of international novels of romantic suspense where love and danger go hand in hand. Mystique, 4 best-selling novels every month wherever you buy paperback books. Your continuing affair with people who love dangerously. Mystique Books.
Thanks, Connor. Mommy's trying to do a little bit of work. Can you let me finish my work? Hey, let me open them. Go upstairs so I can finish my work, okay? Hey, I got to record something real quick, okay? No, he's on the phone. Just give me 5, okay? I know, I need 5. He is on a call, okay? You cannot talk to Daddy right now. Give me a second, guys, okay? Go upstairs. 3, 2, pulling water rise. Guys, go upstairs with a critical. Connor, give Mommy a minute, please. I'll be upstairs in 1 minute. 3.
If this nation is successfully attacked, have you ever stopped to think where you'd be without a hospital? What would happen if some wiped out your hospital because of the mounting numbers of sick people? It is possible that up to 70% of all hospital beds could be destroyed or their use temporarily denied due to damage. And ironically, this loss would come at a time when we would actually need more hospitals. Hospitals may be destroyed, certainly overloaded. No hospital. Frightening thought, isn't it?
Oh, no. What'll we do?
Scooby's right. The summer's gonna be a drag. What are you gonna do, Velma?
Well, I was thinking I'm going to look for a summer job.
Hey, that's a great idea. I could use some extra money, too.
I think it's a great idea you two are going to look for a summer job. But let me warn you, often there aren't enough jobs to go around. But don't be easily discouraged. Keep trying. Usually the best qualified and best prepared people get the jobs.
That's where we need help, Mr. Thomas. How do we prepare for job hunting?
The best way to get your foot in the door is to prepare a good resume. It's a personal advertisement to a prospective employer.
And then there are narcotics, vital but should be obtained from drugstores, physician houses, or veterinary hospitals.
Resume? What exactly is that?
A resume is a typewritten or printed sheet that lists information about you. It gives your qualifications for obtaining a job.
How do we prepare a resume?
Hi. Listen, I just noticed my name on the weekend work list.
I can't do anything about it. I don't make the rules around here.
But I just wondered...
Look, I don't want to discuss it.
コンソメコンソメコンソメパンチポンチじゃないよコンソメパンチうまさが効いてるコンソメパンチコンソメコンソメコンソメパンチコンソメコンソメコンソメパンチパンチで元気コンソメパンチ
Saturday, Lucy's falling in love.
I feel like a kid again.
Life with Lucy. And can 3 moms survive under one roof?
She didn't tell me she thought it was difficult.
Well, she told me.
The Ellen Burstyn Show after Life with Lucy. Tomorrow.
Get ready because here they come. The one, the only Jumpin' Jam. We are Jam. We are Jam.
The decision to marry is a decision about parenthood, too. In the awesome mystery of love, husband and wife literally become one flesh in their child. Couples who prefer not to have children have leisure and money for personal interests, but this is a risky basis for marriage. Christian ethics call for intelligently planning the birth of children, not selfishly eliminating the possibility of having them.
I feel anxious.
Tell me about it.
Well, we're making a film, and I'm not an actor.
Well, we're not expected to be actors. We're just supposed to do what we do.
Yeah, that's what makes me anxious. You see, we do sex counseling, and that involves talking about sex.
I see. Well, that's an awful bind to be in. I can see where that would make you uptight, not wanting to talk about sex.
You know, I got another problem.
Well, you better tell me about that one, too.
Well, I'm a physician. Dan, how do the people know that we're doctors?
Don't worry about it, no. We'll just burn it in.
They're gonna burn it in.
What does that mean?
I haven't the faintest idea. That's some kind of professional jargon.
We're ready to start.
Ortho Pharmaceutical Corporation presents Bill and Sue, Scene 1, Take 1, a co-therapy team approach to conjoint sex counseling.
I think we've got some patients outside. Would you like to see them?
Yeah, I always feel more comfortable when I'm with a patient.
Good.
What are you doing?
I'm Mrs. Williams, a patient. I'm a nurse, and I've been married for 3 weeks.
I see. When you put on that jacket and that purse, then you're Mrs. Williams.
That's right. And I've got a problem. I'm married to you.
Oh, well, when I put on this jacket and this pair of glasses, then I'm Mr. Williams, and I'm a retail clerk in a clothing store.
Right.
And I've got a problem.
Oh?
I'm married to you.
And we've been referred by our minister for counseling.
I hate pain.
There's something very strong inside this medicine chest.
What is it?
I was really trying to make your love alive. I want you to understand that I can make you mine. 'Cause I'm gonna get your love. Ooh, you're not the first who's trying to play this game with me, but I won't let you play too long. I know what I need. That's why I'm gonna get your love. Your love. I'm gonna get your love. Come on, you better stop your play. I'm gonna get your love. You know I'd do it right away. I'm gonna get your love. 'Cause now I'm really on my way. I'm gonna get your love.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can often get a very accurate impression of the patients you're going to see simply by observing them as they wait in the reception area.
Can you tell us right now how you're feeling? Fine, yeah.
And how about you, Sue? How are you feeling right now? I'm feeling pretty nervous. I feel rejected.
Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, I put out my hand, and you rejected it, and I feel rejected.
Well, you know how I get when you get sexy like that.
I wasn't getting sexy. I just needed some comfort right then, and I figured you did, too.
Well, I guess I did. But I was sore. Yeah, I get it now.
Your work is incompetent.
When giving criticism, we must make it clear that we are criticizing the work, not the person. The more ambiguous we are, the more likely the other person is to misinterpret.
What happened to the puppet? I kind of like that.
Well, you said I should change it.
Oh, no, I said maybe it needed a little work, that's all.
Well, that's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Well, that's the way I heard it.
But it's not what I said.
You did, Andrea.
You said I should change it. Why else would I change it?
To be effective, our criticism must be honest. People are more likely to get defensive if they sense that we are hedging and withholding. Besides, our criticism can only be useful if the other person truly understands what we mean.
Listen, I've been thinking about this Western burger thing, and I think I know exactly what's troubling me. Oh, the basic design is wonderful. It's the color. The red lettering. It's just too harsh.
Well, it is a bit strong.
And the lettering down here, I think we should go with the serif. It'll be more in keeping with the whole Western thing.
Well, you said I should change it.
Oh, no, I said maybe it needed a little work, that's all.
Well, that's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Well, that's the way I heard it.
Well, that's not what I said.
It is, Andrea.
Let's get him over good and fast. Cut this evil out of him.
A thorough premarital medical examination of both partners is a necessity, not a luxury. If the husband chooses to use artificial means of birth control, these means should be suggested by his physician.
I was just wondering how come my name always seems to come up when somebody gets sick.
Look, I just go by the list. You know that. Now, that's the procedure.
All these people keep coming in here for 1 or 2 copies. I was thinking, what if we put a machine in the lobby for them? It might be more efficient.
It would be a lot more efficient if you just get back to your job and stop trying to run this business.
Sue, can you tell us what you consider the problem to be? Well, I mean, when I married him, I thought he was a man. So you were pretty disappointed, Sue. But it wasn't a realistic expectation.
I feel threatened.
Tell me about it. He tried to put it in and it really hurt. And then he couldn't do it anymore.
Well, from what you people have told us, you've got a lot of things going for you in your marriage. At the end of the intake, the Williams were offered a series of 4 conjoint sessions spread over roughly 4 weeks, with time in between to practice what they learn at each session.
Darn a sock, take a walk, buy a rose, paper wall, give her a call and kiss her nose.
Sally, the stroganoff was magnificent. How'd you do it?
Well, I sauteed the mushrooms, I dented the fender, I browned the beef.
You dented the fender. That's part of the stroganoff?
That's why the stroganoff.
Which fender?
How well would you like the stroganoff?
My car or yours?
Wave goodbye, laugh and cry, be alone, help her clean, don't be mean, kiss on the phone.
Ta-da!
Wow, would you look at that cake? I forgot your birthday?
Nope.
The dog had a litter.
No.
Sally, we've celebrated Millard Fillmore's birthday and we had a farewell party for daylight savings time, but I forget what this one's for.
This is to celebrate that I love you and you love me and we have each other and it's Thursday, that's all.
Marriage is no big thing. It's a lot of little ones. From the Mormons, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Take a chance and learn to dance and fly a kite. When you eat some new treat,
give me the unusual. I said the unusual. Said the unusual.
After the wife's general examination, the husband is brought into the examining room where they both participate in the anatomy demonstration.
Fine, come on in. After Bill and Burl enter the room, Bill is invited to look over my shoulder. I give Sue a mirror, which she can hold, and with Bill observe the demonstration of anatomy.
Guess what? I'm wearing no knickers. From now, no knickers for me. I'm fed up with knickers that wrinkle and pinch and dig into me. And all you can see through my clothes is, well, all you can see is me. Yes, now I'm wearing no knickers. I'll say it till I'm hoarse. I'm honestly wearing no knickers. No knickers. From Hallproof, of course.
Wow! I never knew really exactly where it was or what was, you know, in it. Well, for me, it was always hit and miss.
I didn't know either.
You didn't?
No.
But you're a nurse.
Ha! How was I supposed to know? They never taught us about it. And I wasn't even supposed to touch it. And I certainly couldn't see it. After all, I'm not that good an acrobat.
Bill, your penis is quite normal. And Sue, your vulva and your vagina are quite healthy and quite adequate.
Then why can't he put it in?
That was a perfectly normal reaction to fear. When Burl overcomes her fear of my hand, see, she doesn't blink.
During Sue's examination, she was given a small lubricated dilator to insert in her vagina. She will proceed through a set of graduated vaginal dilators at her own pace. She has also been instructed to insert her finger into the vagina to have some idea of where it is and how it feels. Together, the Williams are instructed in the principle of pleasuring.
On All My Children.
Just a little worried about this mystery character who threatens to reveal himself to you today.
Darling, it's obvious he's nowhere around here.
And on One Life to Live.
You drug me. But I need you now. At least until we get to Canada, I can work out some kind of a ransom scheme. You're not even human. Clint!
All My Children, One Life to Live. Weekdays.
Doctors, nurses, nurses' aides, hospital administrators, pharmacists, laboratory technicians, X-ray technicians. The same type of medical personnel necessary for any hospital.
Lord, I hate a sweaty forehead on a bald man.
Or if the wife is to be fitted for a contraceptive device, the prescription should be written by her physician after a pelvic examination. Some persons, especially Catholics, rely wholly on the calendar or rhythm method of birth control.
Special training materials are made available. These supplies may be used in classroom situations for professionals such as nurses and technicians, or for non-professionals such as...
These are the rich, the internationally rich. They deal in death. They live high. A great way to live, but a bad way to die. They've got to be stopped. They've got to be hit. Billy D. Williams is Nick Allen. He hates heroin, and what he hates, he hits.
See, officer, I ain't got nothing. I'm clean, man.
You want to bust pushers? That's not exactly what I have in mind. Well, what did you have in mind, Nick? Go right to the source.
He'll track his target across 2 continents to stop the deadliest flow of traffic in the world. And he'll stop anyone who tries to stop him. His team are 7 names in a top-secret file. They come from all walks of life, and they're experts in all kinds of death. A hooker from Vassar.
Uncle Sam wants you again.
Do I have a choice?
A shooter from Vietnam.
According to your father, you're quite remarkable with a rifle. And you don't mind killing. Look at the basic, man. I'm a cop on a 30-day leave.
A tough cop. And a cloak and dagger couple.
I want to hire you to do a job that you both used to specialize in.
An ace mechanic with a motive for murder.
Your wife was murdered by a junkie. Uncle Sam wants to give you an opportunity to get even.
1 week to sharpen their skills.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fire! Gotta go faster than that. 4 seconds. Give me 2 more seconds.
Damn it, killed. Ida.
Make it 6, Dan. What's the problem? All right, you got 6. No big deal.
You'll be dead.
Get off my back.
You all did fantastic. It was beautiful, but listen, you gotta pick it up another 10 seconds.
Okay, I can't do it like this. I can't do it. I'm never gonna get it.
You do what I tell you to do. Nobody's gonna get hurt.
The training is over. The target is set. The team is ready.
Right on, brother.
7 seasoned veterans of Secret Wars. 7 for hire. 7 for hit.
You may never experience a natural disaster or a man-made one. But if you do, a packaged disaster hospital may become the most important thing in your life.
We'll begin routing patients to you right away.
Good communications. It's a necessity in any emergency situation.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
This kind of defensiveness, when there is no attack, is really not appropriate. And yet it's so very common in all of our relationships.
Fire truck dogs are always Dalmatians. What does it say about preparing a resume, Velma?
Well, to begin with, you should include identifying information, your name, address, and phone number.
Marie Larson? Marie Larson? Larson, are you from Brockton?
Some personal data should also be listed, such as age, height, weight, if you're married and have children.
Married? Children? I think we better move on, Velma.
Well, Sue, Bill, what have you learned from pleasuring each other?
Say it, Bill.
I still, kind of, come fast.
Okay. Let's just take a look at this graph.
The point of no return prior to ejaculation is noted on the graph and related to the squeeze technique for learning ejaculatory control.
Local newscasts turn to sex and sensationalism to fatten ratings during February ratings time. Details in this week's TV Guide.
In this session, we encourage Sue to continue inserting the dilators, her finger and later Bill's finger, into the vagina. Together, they will practice the squeeze technique to help them deal with Bill's ejaculatory control.
Would Bing Crosby approve of his widow's live-in love? The untold stories in this week's National Enquirer.
I read it to my sister and she was stunned.
There's more. How Doris Day's husband wants a divorce because she gives her love to her dogs. How food cooked in aluminum may cause senility. And an amazing process may replace tooth capping. It's painless, cheaper, and quick.
That's why I read it. It keeps me up on things.
How this lifeguard's credited with saving 77 lives. One of 100 untold stories in this week's National Enquirer.
Now I know the untold story. Do you?
For your information, 31 doctors, scientists, researchers, psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, nutritionists, professors, professionals, counselors, columnists, and consultants will spend a total of 168 man and woman hours from which ABC will create less than a minute of programming. Just for your information. FYI, ABC's brand new very mini-series starring Hal Linden. It doesn't take a minute to learn, to grow, to reach, to know. FYI, 3 times each weekday on ABC.
Because a little bit of knowledge is a delightful thing.
Right. And Sue's looking fine, but Bill's a bit unhappy. Well, I'm doing just fine. Tell us about it, Sue. I can insert those dilators, and I could even get my finger in, but you're both doing well. Your erection lasts a lot longer before your ejaculation.
That's real great.
You really turn me on. Hey, Listen to the language I'm using.
Tell them what I Egyptian lover, yeah, that's my name. Sexaholism is my new game, 'cause I'm a freakaholic. Tell 'em what I know.
And they've reported real progress.
And Sue's found great pleasure in her ability to stimulate Bill. Isn't that right, Sue? Bill has some pretty wild ideas.
Hey, look who's talking.
That's it. Let's print it.
Quite a difference, isn't there?
Choke him down, Guido! Get him! Rosalind!
Stop!
Get him!
I don't feel that way about you, Kay.
Well, don't get discouraged, girl. You might. All right, come on outside, Jack. Here. What's the trouble?
You floating around here like this. You belong to Gay?
I don't know where I belong.
Surprise for you.
Three, two, one. For a... 3, 2, 1. For a lot of people, the best part of quarantine is being home with your cats. This is not...
If you have any military experience, list that. Or you may want to list it under job experience if it fits.
3, 2, 1. Ah, crap. Okay, how about this? 3, 2, 1. For a lot of people, the best part of quarantine is staying home with your pets all day.
Okay. I've had a few part-time jobs. Maybe that experience will help me get a summer job.
Gee, I don't have much experience.
What if we put a machine in the lobby just for them? It might be more efficient.
For many of us, the best defense is offense, counterattack.
It'd be a lot more efficient if you just get back to your job and stop trying to run this business. That is one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard. And if you'd stop and think for 1 minute, you'd realize it could never work.
I'm gonna prepare cover letters and send out my resumes.
Me too.
Are you still trying, Scooby?
I could be a sheepdog.
Scooby, you're allergic to wool.
Oh.
The facts of life can be learned from books recommended by your doctor or pastor. But the Christian attitudes toward sex are learned in the fellowship of informed Christians. The Scripture says that a man and wife should not be ashamed of their sexual need of each other. Therefore, a man leaves his father and his mother and cleaves to his wife, and they become one flesh.
For a lot of people, the best part of quarantine is staying home with your pets all day. For a lot of people, staying home with your pets all day in quarantine is the best part about it.
Are you taking the stairs? Max, get out of my shot! You have to get out of my shot, little guy. I gotta work. I'm doing real work. Sit with your brother. Sit.
Who says the quartet will work well with the returning Trojans who have already bought into the program.
Coach Cross says he's excited. What do you think about Coach Cross's signing class?
Coach Cross says he's hoping to add one more player who's ready to take the stairs. Haley Sutton, WSFA 12 Sports.
It's better than pot, it's better than booze. A shout of applause will stamp out the blues. You work till you're dead, it ain't for the bread. Call me out of my head. Like sweet your bank account's bare, your cat has the flu, you're losing your hair.
Hey, check out the stars. Sheila E. Run DMC. The Fat Boys.
Yeah, the Fat Boys!
And Curtis Blow. The Story.
It's a lot of screaming and noise. It's not music.
We're selling records we don't even have. I want parents to turn this music off, all right?
The Sound.
All want the stuff that's found in our wildest dreams. It gets kind of rough in the back of our limousine.
Don't you want to be a star? You're fired! We regret!
Rolling with the rush, and that's all you need to know.
Start rolling with the rush of Crush Groove. In the streets, the subways, and the clubs, they created the sound that will turn their world around. Crush Groove.
One person who was singled out today by Governor Murphy, this young man that you're looking at right there, 26-year-old Jack Allard. We profiled him last month. Michelle Charlesworth with a powerful story. He's a former Ridgewood High School lacrosse star and two-time All-American. Was in a medically induced coma after coming down with a virus after spending time on a ventilator and 5 full weeks in the hospital. The governor today announcing that Jack has died. It was a long month, but slowly Jack rebounded. And last Thursday, he was clapped out by the doctors and nurses who saved his life as he walked out of the hospital. I feel horrible. Jack is very much alive. Jack, we love you. And the story Michelle did brought so many people closer to you, and your story closer to all of us again. Jack is alive and back home. He has come home, not in the figurative sense, but in the quite literal sense, and my deepest apologies
for that. I was just misread everything, and I apologize, but he is alive, and we are grateful for that.
Yeah, it's so good to hear all of those success stories, and I'm sure that smile he had in that picture is even brighter right now.
Consomme, consomme, consommeパンチポンチじゃないよコンソメパンチうまさが効いてるコンソメパンチコンソメコンソメコンソメパンチコンソメコンソメコンソメパンチパンチで元気コンソメパンチ
Sometimes unchristian attitudes about sex stand in the way of happy marriage. Unwholesome indifference, taboos, and unredeemed premarital experiences. They can be changed with time and patience. These wrong attitudes should be talked out together. Happy sexual union is more than just action. It also includes wise conversation and understanding preparation.
Sometimes we will do something or say something that we think is completely harmless, and we can't understand why the other person gets so defensive. When this happens, I think it's helpful if we stop to realize that each of us has aspects of ourselves that we're particularly sensitive about, and we don't want those aspects exposed to the world.
We all spend a lot of time fussing over our image, trying to make ourselves look good, not only to others, but to ourselves.
So I sat there taking it all in. It was just like him. So I told him it's a bald-faced lie.
Whenever we hear something that seems to be directed at what we perceive to be a flaw in that image, we experience it as a threat. We take it personally.
He was trying to cover up, of course, but I could see right through him. I know a bald-faced lie when I hear one, and that was a bald-faced lie.
Our self-image, our sense of self-worth, is highly vulnerable. This is what we are protecting when we get defensive.
It's almost as if we had a radar tuned into our most sensitive areas, and as soon as someone happens into one of those areas, our defenses immediately go on alert.
What if we put a machine in the lobby just for them? It might be more efficient.
He's not criticizing the business. He's criticizing me.
Such conversation calls for a good vocabulary. Parents should teach the child correct names for all parts of his body. No part is shameful. If a husband attends to his wife's many romantic needs, she responds more fully to his needs, which are usually more specific and amorous. It takes a real man to say tender and beautiful things to his wife and mean them. Fatigue, hurry, overwork lead to irritability and leave little leisure time for relaxed sexual enjoyment. Privacy is the first law of the sexual life. Children deserve a room to themselves, as well as parents. The fear that lovemaking might be interrupted momentarily by a waking child can do untold damage to the marriage relationship. In-laws have ears, too. Living with parents is sometimes necessary, but a couple should make every effort to have their own house or apartment. Undivided attention at bedtime and the same schedule for retiring encourage a happy love life. Bringing work home and burning the midnight oil can sabotage the intimate life of man and wife. And appearance is important. A woman's appearance is for her husband, too, not just for going out. As for the husband, a good bath and a shave in the evening says, "I love you," to the girl he married. A clean body and a smooth face are much more conducive to romance and lovemaking.
Drink. Drink. Now, Close your eyes. When you are commanded to open them again, you will be a bull. Every day in every way, you will become more and more like one. Strong. 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 Take him away. Now bring me the Greek.
I got a monster movie. Oh no. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You're scaring me, Harold!
There's really nothing to be scared of. You see, the dark is scary because we can't see as well. Darkness by itself, it's no big thing. When you can't see, it makes you afraid. But as long as you're in a safe place, like your own house or your own room, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Tell me, were you really scared? Oh, Harold, you're scarier with the lights on.
And that's one to grow on.
The film strip says, in Christian marriage, sex is never used to get one's way, to bribe, or to bargain. How might a husband or a wife use sex to bargain with? Do you think this is Christian? Why?
We can begin to reduce defensiveness, though, if we'll just make the assumption that we are doing a good job and that other people are not trying to attack us.
Everything's Archie. You get free Archie toys and Pulse cereal.
In Alphabets, you get a free Archie car, just like the Jalopy Archie drives. Free! And on the Alphabets box, Eddie's here, Archie and Jughead and Archie's Garage. Fill up your car with Archies and give them a ride. Get your free Archie car in Post Alphabets, where
Everything's Archie.
You always turn your reports in late. You never have the statistics ready when we need them. You don't always turn the work in late.
But you never seem to get your own work done on time.
Why don't you do it this way?
Well, don't get so defensive.
Mr. Roberts, you have some rather extensive burns there. Looks like you'll be with us for a while. We'll get you back in action again, though. Don't you worry about that. Hey, Dave, stretcher. All right, let's get this man down to Ward B.
Don't take it so personally.
That is one of the dumbest ideas I have ever heard.
When we communicate with other people in ways which imply that we are absolutely certain that what we're saying is right, we're very likely to produce defensiveness.
But always remember that the paramount consideration is the greatest good for the greatest number in the shortest possible time within the means available. It's a tough job, and the effective operation of the hospital depends on effective sorting.
Don't forget to ask among your friends and relatives. They may know of something, but don't pester them. And remember, pull can get you a job, but you must earn your keep.
When someone is attacking us, it's appropriate for us to defend ourselves. But many people become very defensive when there is no attack. They tend to take things very personally that weren't intended that way. They become very upset, argumentative, perhaps even hostile.
You are gonna die! Angel face Barbie. She's so pretty. Let's get her ready for the party. Let's comb her hair. She's beautiful.
Angel Face Barbie comes with play makeup, so you can make her pretty face even prettier.
A little blusher. She looks like an angel.
You're my angel.
Angel face Barbie.
Angel Face Barbie doll comes with hair accessories and makeup case.
Yeah. Who the hell is it at 2 a.m.?
Are you Edward Kelly?
Yeah, Ed Kelly's.
Daddy.
Daddy, this is Emmeline.
Who?
Emmeline, your daughter.
You must have the wrong number, lady.
No, I don't. I'm Kelly Williams now, the movie star. You lived with Cora Myers. She became Cora Kelly later. I was born in Inglewood, do you remember? She was a dress designer and she got awful sick, Daddy. She was in an institution for a long time. You are Edward Kelly, aren't you?
I don't know any Emmeline or any Cora. Especially not at 2 in the morning.
Daddy? 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 Daddy?
If I told you the secrets, would you still keep mine? If I skip the tide, would you pick up mine? If all of my baggage fell on you, would you carry it like I always do? If I ever got a little bit messy, if I could even let me, would you go off and leave me? Would you go off and hate me? If I ever got a little bit messy and let my shit just go free, no, quit picking up everyone. Who the hell would I be if I ever got a little bit? If I fucked my ex like you did last week, another 3 a.m. call, but this time it's me. If I drop the filter, hurt you good, would you come around like you know I would? If I ever got a little bit messy, if I could even let me, would you go off and leave me? Would you go off and hate me? If I ever got a little bit messy and let my shit just go free, no, quit picking up everyone. Who the hell would I be if I ever got a little bit? If I ever got a little bit, if I ever got a little bit, no, I quit picking up everyone. If I ever got a little bit messy, if I could even let me, would you go off and leave me? Would you go off and hate me? If I ever got a little bit messy and let my shit just go free, no, quit picking up everyone. Who the hell would I be if I ever got a little bit messy? Yeah. If I ever got a little bit messy. If I ever got a little bit messy. Keep picking up everyone. Who the hell would I be if I ever got a little bit?
All the kids go for my mom's sandwiches, and so does Dad, especially the deviled ham ones.
Underwood deviled ham.
My mom makes great sandwiches. This one's deviled ham.
Underwood deviled ham.
My mom always gives me meat sandwiches to keep me going. Like deviled ham.
It's all good ham and a pinch of spices. For good meat and good flavor, try the whole ham spread from Underwood.
When you go to an interview, you should dress appropriately. Not too casual, but not too formal either. Your hair and nails should be clean and neat. Don't wear heavy perfume, makeup, or aftershave.
Gosh, maybe I better try a different set of clothes and shave before my first interview.
Good thinking, Shaggy. Around school, we all know you as a fine student.
What other type of questions might he ask?
Oh, such things as, why are you looking for a job? Why did you leave your last job? Why do you want to work for us? What do you expect to be doing 5 years from now?
Can I ask questions about hours, salary, overtime pay, and things like that?
Yes, Shaggy.
Maple, can you stop just for a second? 3, 2, 1. More cold air. 3, 2, 1. Cold air continues across the area tonight. Potential for some frost and freeze for some of us. Warm up, it's going to take... Hey, hey.
Something's going on that's not quite clear. Somebody turn on the lights. We're gonna have a party. It's starting tonight. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. The room is hot and that's good. Some of my friends came by from the neighborhood. People are starting to climb the walls. Ooh, it looks like everybody's having a ball. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Come Everybody starts to lose control when the music isn't right. If you see somebody hanging around, don't get uptight. The only thing we want to do tonight is go round and round and turn upside down. Come on, let's get down. So come on, let's get loose. Don't hold back, 'cause it ain't no use. Hard to keep a beat on the ground. 'Cause when we like to party, we only wanna get down. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling, baby, when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Wow. Say what? Can't stop now. Just getting started. Everybody, clap your hands. Come on. Everybody, let's dance. What a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. What a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. What a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling, baby.
Hey, what's happening here?
Come on up.
Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that upside-down cake. Hey, Louie, come here. You gotta see this. Hey, Louie.
Look, that was really hard. So if you didn't get it, rewind and learn it. Now,
Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. 3, 2, 1. Frost and freeze for some of us again tonight. The cold air is lingering through much of the week. We'll show you when the best chance of precipitation is with Futurecast. Maple. 3, 2, 1. Maple, excuse me. Hello, come here. Come here. Come here. Do you want to be in this tease? Is that what you want?
Have a costume made with stripes like a barber pole and dance around and around.
Come here. Just lean up here. I can do this. 3, 2, 1. Another night where we may have frost or a freeze for some of us. And the cool weather, it's sticking around for much of the week. We'll show you when the warm-up finally gets here.
Sidekicks will continue in a moment.
7 and a slap or change. Slap, 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 slap. Brush, brush, toe. Oh, that felt good, didn't it? Listen to me. That routine is hard. It doesn't matter. You're on your own, all right? Bye. Okay?
Are there any spirit beings present, please, who can bring forward the spirit of the late American actress Bonnie Franklin, please? Bonnie Franklin, if you speak into this device, I can hear you. Bonnie Franklin was born on January the 6th, 1944, in Santa Monica, California, USA. Bonnie Franklin, you are best known for starring in the TV series One Day at a Time. Do you have a message for your fans, Bonnie?
I really hate you.
This is it.
Well, back to the drawing board.
For example, if I were talking with you and I said, "The way you did that is not right," you would be very likely to become defensive. However, if I were to say, "I wonder if it might be better to try it this way,"
That's the forecast. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.
Mario. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. Oh no. Come on. Mamma mia, per favore.
どんな顔したやつやってんやろな。うわ。うわ。うわ。Wi-Fi 通信で世界中のプレイヤーがライバルだ。マリオカート DS。うわ、ビリになってもうた。ただいま。
There is only one, number one. This one.
The greatest and bravest showman in the world, Evel Knievel.
The one and only Evel Knievel. the world's most incredible daredevil, who puts his life on the line with every death-defying jump, makes his dramatic film debut in Viva Knievel. Also starring Gene Kelly.
Dad? I'm Tommy, your son.
Red Buttons.
What is this? Judgment Day? You're not my judge and jury. I didn't kill anyone.
Lauren Hutton.
Stop it! You ain't stop! I've had a front row seat at this ugly spectacle. And I want you to know something. I think you're both the worst.
Marjo Gortner.
And the Lord wants to kill you, and your buddy Will, too.
Why? The chase is on. Evel Knievel bets his daredevil skills against deadly odds in a story packed with rip-roaring excitement. And the excitement is non-stop.
like you, I'm gonna have a baby.